Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This is Megan here to do another podcast, episode 3, I believe, or 2.5. The first one, I don't think it counted. But here we are back again to do some poetry reading from my book that I am in the process of reading, and I hope you enjoy listening. The book that I'm in the middle of writing, I'm doing 2 separate poetry for the same genre. So right now it's about the major arcana and the tarot or tarot. You don't have to believe in tarot to listen or understand what tarot is about. That's basically my poetry in a nutshell, is to, I guess, let people enjoy a written version of each card. This, of course, will not teach you how to shuffle or use your intuition, but just give you clarification on a little bit of synopsis on the tarot. So with that said, I'm going to give you my foreword in the book. It's called Whispers of the Major Arcana. The road did not begin with a map, but with a whisper, the kind that stirs just behind the ear when the soul leans forward. Step lightly, it seemed to say. The path ahead is alive, paved with symbols, breath, and adventurous design. She took her first step with nothing but wonder in her pocket. The fool, they called her, not in scorn, but in sacred reverence. For only the fool dares to walk where logic draws its lines and stops. Above her, stars blinked like ancient maps, promising guidance to those brave enough to read them. As the path unfolded, she met the magician, a figure who twirled flame and shadow with a knowing smile. Everything you seek, he said, you already hold. Speak the name and it becomes real. Further still, beneath moonlight, laced with silence, stood the high priestess. She did not speak. Her gaze, deep as still water, held truths too delicate for words. Dreams passed between them without breath. Some wisdom, the traveler learned, does not arrive in thunder, but waits in quiet pools. The empress appeared wrapped in blossom and honeyed earth, singing songs of life in full bloom. Close behind, the emperor stood, spine straight as stone, shaping order with the press of his will. It became clear these were not just figures of cards from an old deck. They were thresholds, steps in disguise, each one a gate she passed through, changing her as she moved. The major arcana was not a story told, but a story lived. Each figure has a chapter, a lens, a key unlocking old alchemies buried beneath her. She walked deeper, and the veil between worlds grew thin. In that liminal space, she became to understand. The journey outward would always mirror the one within. Tarot, she learned, did not demand belief, only courage. The courage to meet her grief, her joy, her fear, and that quiet spark she buried long ago to keep the dark fed. Every card held up a mirror. Some showed cruelty, others kindness, but all revealed that she was finally ready to see. And then begins the journey of the major arcana. The reason for writing this book is because I think fear holds a lot of our human selves back from a lot of things. What if someone doesn't like it? What if it doesn't go anywhere? What if it never comes on a shelf? What if no one buys it? And in the end, you have to ask yourself, is the fear stronger than the desire to follow your dreams? And I don't think that's the case. I think even just talking about it's very emotional because we hold ourselves back so much. And that's the process of life. It's a journey, right? It's not a destination. The destination will end in death eventually. Maybe not today, tomorrow, or the next day, but eventually it will come for all of us. And that's a sad, sad truth. But that I'm learning in our culture is very hard to speak about. And the time that we have on this planet is very this planet is very small and minuscule in comparison to, I believe, what we're capable as human beings. So yeah, this is just a little synopsis of me, of the book that I'm writing. And I hope you stick around for next week's episode. Next week will be the lovers. We'll jump into the choice that we have when it comes to love. So thank you for listening, and I hope you return for next week. Blessed be.